COVID-19 has wreaked havoc on every area of our lives, and sports is no exception. The sports industry was hit hard, with tournaments and championships being canceled left and right. Several NBA players were put out of commission due to the virus. Find out who exactly was affected and what else is going on in the basketball world in the video ahead. Let's begin. Los Angeles Lakers add Russell Westbrook and Avery Bradley to the protocols. NBA teams suffer as players are hit hard by the coronavirus. Players are attacked by the virus one after another and sidelined under health and safety protocols. One team currently under immense pressure due to most of its top players being under pandemic protocols is the Los Angeles Lakers. Keep watching to know more about the Lakers situation. Have Westbrook and Bradley been put under these protocols? It was announced on Thursday that Los Angeles Lakers guards Russell Westbrook and Avery Bradley have entered the NBA's health and safety protocols. They've joined Milwaukee's Giannis Antetokounmpo and Brooklyn's James Harden as past league MVPs currently put aside by coronavirus concerns. Westbrook played for 42 minutes with the Los Angeles Lakers on Wednesday night in their overtime win at Dallas. The Lakers announced that he, along with 4 other players, would not play Friday night in Minnesota because of virus issues, and 2 more players were sidelined because of the injuries. All this sidelining means that the Lakers would have no more than 10 available players on their roster for the game against the Timberwolves. They're currently seeking permission by the NBA to sign reinforcements and temporarily exceed the roster size limit. According to a person with direct knowledge of the negotiations, the team is looking to sign former All-Star guard Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day hardship contract. The hardship exemption was put into place by the league to allow a team to exceed the full 15-man roster limit if dealing with sickness or illness to at least 4 players simultaneously for a period of at least 2 weeks. As of Thursday evening, there are at least 39 players from 13 different teams known to be in the league's protocols. This constitutes roughly 8% of the league's total player roster. How did the sidelined players perform in the ongoing NBA season? The Lakers started their 3-game road trip with a striking 107-104 overtime win over the Dallas Mavericks on Wednesday. They have upcoming games against Minnesota on Friday and Chicago on Sunday. Westbrook had 23 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists in 42 minutes in Dallas. Bradley added 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals in 24 minutes. According to sources, Bradley and Westbrook did not accompany the Lakers on the team flight from Dallas to Minneapolis on Thursday. Lakers assistant coach Phil Handy and play-by-play announcer Bill McDonald were also unavailable for the Mavs game because of health and safety protocols. Bradley, a 12-year veteran, is averaging 5.8 points and 2.5 rebounds in 23 minutes over 26 games this season. Thomas, who played 17 games for the Lakers during the 2017-18 season, most recently played in the NBA on a 10-day contract for the New Orleans Pelicans last season, averaging 7.7 points on 33.3% shooting with 1.7 assists in 3 games. He also scored 42 points for the Grand Rapids Gold of the G League on Wednesday, showcasing his ability to still play. Losing some of its strongest players certainly has hit the Lakers hard, but they seem to be doing just fine and haven't slowed down. The team will surely need reinforcements with its top players out of the game. Can't wait to see who the Lakers will bring in. What other Laker players are in protocols? As announced by the Los Angeles Lakers on Friday, Kendrick Nunn and Austin Reeves have both entered health and safety protocols and will be put into isolation. Reeves traveled with the team to Minnesota for their Friday night game against the Timberwolves. The Lakers now have 4 players who have entered the league's protocols in the last 48 hours, namely Westbrook, Bradley, Talen Horton-Tucker, and Dwight Howard. Guard Malik Monk, who entered the protocols on Wednesday, tested out of them on Thursday. LA has also been without the Trevor Ariza due to his ankle surgery, and Kendrick Nunn, who suffered a bone bruise on his knee since the preseason. More than 60 NBA players have entered these COVID protocols this season, including 47 in December alone. Luckily, Russell Westbrook was cleared to return to the lineup less than 24 hours after initially entering the health and safety protocols, and the Lakers also have an emergency replacement player on the way in the form of NBA veteran Isaiah Thomas. Now that we know all about what Laker players are out of the game, let's move on to some other happenings in the NBA games. Los Angeles Lakers Anthony Davis out for 4 weeks with MCL sprain in left knee. The team announced on Saturday that Los Angeles Lakers star Anthony Davis will be out for about 4 weeks due to an MCL sprain on his left knee before being reevaluated. Davis suffered the injury to the third quarter of Friday's loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves when Wolves forward Jaden McDaniels lost his balance and collapsed into Davis's knee. Anthony attempted to limp off the court to the Lakers' locker room without assistance but collapsed in pain while making his way through the tunnel. The Lakers conducted an MRI exam in Chicago on Saturday that revealed the sprain. Davis played in 62 games in his first season with the Lakers before they won their 17th championship in the Florida bubble. He then appeared in only 36 games last season, while slumped by persistent injuries that ultimately prevented him from finishing the season's games with the team. The player is averaging 23.3 points, 9.9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 2.0 block shots per game this season. Despite numerous injuries and a current spate of virus woes, the Lakers at 16-14 began the weekend in 6th place in the Western Conference. Team scheduled to play at Chicago on Sunday night. New York Knicks' Kemba Walker has 29-point return. The New York Knicks being without 9 players prompted the head coach, Thomas Thibodeau, to end Kemba Walker's removal from the team's rotation after 9 games. Walker had an electrifying return to the court, finishing with 29 points in 37 minutes against the Celtics, but he ultimately fouled out just with over 2 minutes to go, and the Knicks went on to lose 114-107 to their rivals on Saturday. Afterwards, when Walker was asked whether he wanted to remain with the Knicks, he answered that he only had one goal, and that was to be on the court. "I want to play," Walker said. "I don't know, so it is what it is. I don't know what the future holds, you know? I do feel like I have a lot to give still. I don't know, that's up to these guys." This was an interesting game for Walker as Saturday night turned into somewhat of a revenge game for him against both teams. Against the Celtics for trading him away this summer, and against the Knicks, and specifically Thibodeau, for removing him from the team's rotation 3 weeks ago. The night also marked Walker's first game in Boston since the trade. Walker's spot in the rotation is secure for now as the Knicks are down several guards for at least the next few days due to the league's health and safety protocols. His time on the court will continue for the next couple of games. Celtics' Marcus Smart reacted to Isaiah Thomas's NBA return. Boston Celtics guard Marcus Smart has opened up about his real thoughts on Isaiah Thomas's promising NBA return. In the hope to temporarily fill a void in their squad, the Los Angeles Lakers have signed former NBA star Isaiah Thomas to a 10-day contract pursuant to the NBA hardship exemption provisions. Thomas's former teammates, including Celtics Marcus Smart, whom he played alongside in Boston from 2015 to 17, reacted to the news. According to Smart, he's truly happy for Thomas's NBA comeback, but at the same time, it's kind of a bittersweet moment seeing his former backcourt star rocking a jersey of the Celtics' most notable rivals. "I'm glad he didn't give up. He's still fighting and proving everybody wrong," Smart said. "I wish it was here, but it's good to see that someone did. I'm just proud he got another chance," he concluded. "That dude is a fighter, a warrior." Thomas's journey back to the league was no walk in the park after playing only 3 games for the New Orleans Pelicans last season. The former Celtics star had to prove himself in FIBA and the NBA G League. Fortunately, his hard work finally paid off. "It's been overwhelming for me. It's been a lot," Thomas said of his NBA return. "It's something that I always wanted. It's something that I worked for. Luckily, I got the opportunity. It's amazing to be able to be on the Lakers again. I'm thankful for the opportunity first and foremost." That's a wrap for this video. What do you guys think of Isaiah Thomas's return to the NBA? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.